Hi everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we made the Merc group all the stronger and appreciated Rock in the process, because no one else is gonna do it. This time, we're back at Argentum and we're gonna be working on another blade, but first, let's go to our Merc group and see some of the new things that we have unlocked. One of our new Merc missions is Deck Duty. Wouldn't that make it a poop deck? We get HP attack boost 4, which is quite strong, and we have strength 30 plus as a requirement. So the strength stat, I need to get into what this means because it's not at all straightforward, even though it sounds like it would be. You know how blades have an auto attack stat that determines all of their damage? Yeah, this has nothing to do with that. Strength and auto attack are two different things. When auto attack determines all damage, not just that of auto attacks, and strength has nothing to do with your damage whatsoever. Every blade has a base strength stat that you cannot see in any way without hacking. This is the part where I was going to stick an on-screen infographic comparing Vess's and Wulfric's base strength stats. But when talking to a hacker about this, the information is not stored in the blade's data and no one seems to know where it is in the code. While we're here, I'll tell you the only thing that I know about strength. Pyra's base strength stat is 24. And Mithra has 9. Did they think making this game confusing was funny? Every time you fill in a module on a blade's affinity chart, their strength stat goes up. It is just simply a nebulous indicator of how powerful that blade is out of how powerful they can be. You wanna know how I know any of this? Well, I talked to a speedrunner who looked at the data mine. Kirby has been on my lap this entire video, and I guess the way I shouted scared him, and he dragged my headphones away with him. I got him back, don't worry. You're not even getting utilized in being in my party. We're creating a new Merc group today.
Dandelions, I'll lead you all to victory. Good luck, Kit Sonny. Good luck!
Tora thought she was personally speaking to him. We got a long way before any of these are done. It feels so nice having this finally filled in. The space just feels so wanting when you've played the game before. We're here in Argentum largely for two reasons.
Let's get going.
One is we have done a lot of Merc missions lately. Our blades charts are a lot more full and we can do a lot of things with them, some of which happen to be here. And second, some of those missions had contracts associated with them. I want to see if there's any new shop deeds we can get. We now have Mamuni the Little Pawn in the Reiterate bookstore, along with the Tome of Moratha that we've already purchased, and that gives us the Reiterate deeds, increasing our idea point gains by 1. I have had some people tell me that I wasted 30,000 gold in that auction for that Tome of Moratha for Adenine, and honestly, first playthrough, I didn't want to miss out on that thing in case you'd have a hard time getting it again later, so I did the highest amount because I could easily afford it, and I thought that was really funny, and so I've spent all the years thinking that was what you had to say. Turns out, no, it's all flavor text. You can do 30G if you want, but I have plenty of money, and it was funny that we got to see that way, so I'm cool with it. Still, thank you for pointing that out. It is good to know. That was the only new deed available, surprisingly enough. So I think a good new course of action would be learning about one of our new blades.
Yep, just leave it to Boreas.
We're not going to be using Boreas in any fights, but I'm going to be showing you why he's one of my personal favorite blades to get early game, and why I would have chosen him for my first blade if I could have decided that. On Boreas' chart, go to Goldmouth Warehouse in Argentum and fill the food stash with cooked food. His other skill wants us to use drinks on him. If we go around Argentum, we now have a quest marker here with Renta. Meh, this is not good at all. What should Renta do with the empty warehouse? If nobody used, better give to someone for free. Something wrong? Meh. You people drivers and blades. Renta inherit useless warehouse from Salvager Datapon. No use to me, so I was wondering what to do. But maybe some blades of friends want extra space to use? Wanting bookcases maybe, or just place to store lots of favorite stuff? If driver's willing, me rent out lovely warehouse to driver friends, low price of 100,000 G. Did I just hear you saying something about free? Well, if friends find way into warehouse without opening door, by all means use to heart's content. But if friends pay 100,000 G, me open door and friends can use freely. I won't pay. Too pricey? Then Renta makes slightly better offer. Pay 99,990 G? At least it wasn't 999. No. Renta cannot make any better offer than this. If friends change mind, come Zach see Renta anytime. I've heard about Rent a Center and Rent a House, but Renta, that's pretty, there's a concept. If we hop into the cloud sea to the side of this, we can just go into the warehouse back door and with some pretty meager skill requirements, break our way in. That was anticlimactic as hell.
Look what I found.
The Goldsmith Warehouse. These are boxes for stashing food I prepared at Mach speed just for me. The plan is to fill them up with all kinds of food I like. I see. The more food I have, the better I can concentrate on battling. First up, let's collect some cooked foods. We will handle this task without fail. Boreas' food stash, the cooked food box. He wants all sorts of different items. These are not collectibles, but pouch items that can freely be purchased. We'll share one of our braised cloud sea sharks that Corinne got for us with him, and that gives us 3 points. Among the items that he wants is the grilled anchor tail, available from Fishy upstairs for a measly 84G. The steamed bluegill in the Ictus fishmongers is the best item for this that I have access to, but it also might not be the most cost effective as it's 3,700 G for 10 of them. Wolfric, smash your prices! Only gives 5 points per item. By comparison, the grilled anchor tail giving 3 is much better. That's all done. No more will fit. It's kind of creepy that it talked to us. So Boreas now unlocks his level 2 key affinity reward from just purchasing a pretty meager number of pouches. Morag, you get out here. You need to be the leader of the party for this. This is Boreas' time to shine, more than he already does in that portrait. There's that.
I'll keep getting bigger and better.
Every one of these, use 1 staple food, use 1 seafood, use 1 sweet. 1 drink for each of these bubbles. Vegetable, meats. We have a heart-to-heart here, but you're seeing a trend here. Boreas levels up based on food, and his level 3 key affinity reward has another food stash that we need to fill with desserts. We can also have made Argentum a more developed nation by talking to a box of food. And I thought my Animal Crossing town was culturally bankrupt. Lots of items here. I see the Narcipair jelly in there. You have excellent taste, sir. But a lot of these can be purchased at the, not Cinnapon Sweets? The Honeycomb Sweets in Argentum. I'm pretty sure every one of these items, or at least close to them, were available. So I'm just gonna do this. I need to stock up on Narcipair jelly anyway. Well worth it. The Goldsmith Warehouse also gets a fast travel point, and it's super convenient. Doesn't even spawn you outside the door, you just go straight to the boxes where you gotta go. Yeah, here we go. The Cheapo Champs Churros and Fonsa Mima are on this list. This is easy. That's worth 7 points, the Fruity Rice Ball. Done. Desserts box, no marble fits.
I'll keep getting bigger and better.
On tier 3, staple food, seafood, sweets, drinks, vegetables, meat. Talk to Nopon. Increase trust to a measly 1,300. And his level 4 is plant-based food in his food stash. Box for veggies. Guys, I'm sorry, I've been trying for you, but I don't think my pronunciation of Scottish words is going to fix itself. It's just, they're spelled with the same letters as American English words. They blend in so much, and yet they're pronounced completely different. And I just haven't been able to get used to it, or been able to even detect when a Scottish word has shown up at all. I was trying for a while, but I think I'm just gonna have to say that I don't think it's going to get any better, because, I mean, it blends, it's hiding, Scottish words are hiding in plain sight. I'll see a guy whose name is Jim, and I'll be like, oh hey, yeah, that's Jim, and then I'll get tons of comments being like, actually, it's a Scottish word, and it's pronounced Blargan Shama Blingen. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna be able to detect it, so I'm probably going to be pronouncing a few names wrong from here on out. But the good news is, the Green Greens is what I was told to call it by many Scottish people. I thank you of that. That shop offers some very cheap items that can be used to fill this in, well, on the cheap. I could go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but it's not really that consequential amount of money. Who cares? And I can even hang on to some of these excess pouch items and use them to feed Boreas for his skills. Boxer veggies, no more offense. That's level 4.
I'll keep getting bigger and better.
From all that wholesome grub, pouch items, pouch items, pouch items, pouch items, pouch items. An easy level of trust to reach. And level 5 is yet another one in the warehouse. Gotta fill it with interesting drinks. The fizz juice, the chunky juice, the frozen Ofida, or Odifa, passion fruit shake, and the fizzy lassie. I like my lassies fizzy, aye. The most affordable options for this are at 12 Brother Sister Pond here in Argentum. Could this be any easier? I'd say it's in the bag, but not even. It's in the box. Oh, sorry, I guess I bought one wrong item here. Oh, this is only worth 1 point. This was a terrible item. Oh well. I'll go back and get the chunky juice. I take that back. That was also only worth 1 point each. I'm gonna go to Cafe Savvy in Gourmand. Can the passion fruit shake do better? It gives us 3 per, but these ones are kind of on the expensive side. Boy, the fizzy lassie is the answer to all of life's riddles. It gives 3 points each. You're noticing a trend here. Even though, yes, there are better items available in Uriah for some of these, every single one of these boxes has at least one of its items available in either Argentum or Gourmand, usually for not very much money. That means you can max out Boreas's entire affinity chart in actually about 15 minutes of your time if you're willing to drop maybe like 40, 50,000 gold. It's nothing to it, and you might as well do it if you have this blade. Now I'll just use them as a dumping ground for the pouch items I don't care about. Only thing about it is that previous instances do not count toward total.
Everyone's gonna be real grateful.
On the chart, so after you've used 1 drink, you have to come back in here, check on it, then you can use 1 more drink, check on it, use 4 more, check on it, to get it all the way up. But as long as you know to do that, you should be pretty good.
We've arrived. And from here?
Oh, shoot! From giving all those pouch items to Boreas, we got level 5 on Poppy.
Skill limiter removed. Nyaha!
Acknowledged.
Buster. Couldn't dare interrupt then. Yaha! These are gonna be rough skills to get. 5 million total damage dealt after we've used the special 20 times. We have to overkill and chain attack some of these. Watch 20 heart-to-hearts. It's gonna be a while.
This new move is too cool. Everyone's looking to me.
Every skill goes in the pattern of 1, 4, 4, 5. Just 14 items max out a skill. And because any pouch item at all counts, the 40 gold crap that can be purchased from any old store is sufficient. I know I just called it crap when he's standing right here, but he'll eat it.
Oh, I just remembered. I'm hungry.
Hey Pyra, I finally found someone who will eat your cooking.
Can I have some Pyra cooked food in return?
What? How did you know? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a check for that. He just said it. Sure, take all of the Pyra food you want. Morak got up to truth level 6. Boreas, you're officially on the Torah diet.
Can I have some Pyra cooked food in return? My support skills are also first rate.
He is seriously as strong in battle as he can possibly get. And this is just his introductory video. The only things that we don't have are his leveled up field skills, which Nopon Wisdom, I could talk to some Nopon and do that. I've already showed you how to grind that. Just find 2 Nopon next to each other. I would recommend the 2, the Falala and whatever her son's name is in the Lamore Inn in Argentum. They're a pretty good choice. We have a heart-to-heart here by staying at the inn. And then there's just trust-related ones that we'll get passively. Where did Boreas go? Time Tora go eat food. Nom nom. Meh, Boreas, eat something. Tora hear about place make very tasty breakfast from innkeeper. Tora and Boreas could go together, but Boreas eating already. Did you say tasty breakfast? Let's go now! Meh, Boreas not good at waiting. He's awfully fast for a big round guy. His heart-to-heart is even in Gourmand. This is the best blade to get as your first one. It's Absorptionally is, I'll make up that word for you, Boreas, because you're just that good. It is just that easy to get what you need out of him. Here is his heart-to-heart.
Here is place. Word on street is this place serve amazing breakfasts. What is matter, Boreas?
Is there something wrong?
It's no good.
No good? What is no good?
I'm just not in the mood to eat the food here right now.
Something wrong with food here?
No, it's not bad or anything. It's just no good. I want to go someplace else. I want to go eat in Argentum.
If go all the way to Argentum now, Tora die of starvation.
Oh, it won't take that long. I'll just pop over and be back in the blink of an eye.
Boreas is only one can do that. Come on, we eat food here.
But I don't want to.
Calm down now, the both of you. Boreas, tell me. Do you have some particular breakfast preferences?
I wouldn't say I'm picky about breakfast specifically. I eat anything that's tasty, and I won't eat anything that isn't.
Sounds pretty picky to Tora. In fact, just like tiny little pond throwing tantrum.
Heck no, I'm not being childish. Tasty things are food, and nasty things aren't food. That's all. Or what? You expect me to eat things that aren't food?
Then you would eat anything at all as long as the taste pleases you?
Of course. I'd even eat a napon if it tasted good.
Tora is not tasty. Cute and adorable, but not at all delicious.
Hey, don't worry. I wouldn't eat a friend, no matter how tasty they look. I'll make do with just sneaking a few licks at night when you're asleep.
Meh, 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 meh.
Ah, I see. Well, that would explain why Tora's feet sometimes look wet in the morning.
Meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh.
What do you have against this place?
I wouldn't say I hate the place. They serve some pretty nice food here.
Then what problem? Menu has big variety, so should not be problem with choice.
Listen, there's just nothing I want to eat here anymore.
Even littlest little pond is not that picky.
I'm not being picky. The truth is, I already checked out all the food here before you all woke up.
Boreas did what? Meh, meh, meh. Then food you were eating back at inn was...
You got it! That was all from here! Oh, I've already had my fill of everything on the menu. Oh.
Well, that explains everything. I should have known we could never beat Boreas to a meal.
Boreas too fast for Tora. Tora cannot keep up.
One, I hate to tell all of you who like Xenoblade Chronicles X better than this game, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is factually better because there's only one joke about eating Napon in it. Two, you can kind of blame me for him being burnt out in Cafe Savvy because I use this place to fill up his affinity chart quite a bit. And three, because that is worth 1,000 trust, we've just filled in 2 modules.
You may refer to me as the Marquis of Max Speed.
And as a bonus 4th item on the list, the reason why I was happy to have Boreas on Morag has nothing to do with gameplay or strategy or anything. It's just the fact that Morag rolls her R's when referring to Boreas. She calls him Boreas. And I love that. I don't know why, It sounds so nice to me how she's just like, "Oh, I should have known we could never beat Boreas to a meal." The way she says it is so charming, and it's one of my favorite little speech quirks that Morag has. Boreas, I'm deploying you, bud. You only got a few modules left.
You need my help?
And you'll get it in some Merc missions, I'm sure. Your Merc group is called?
We'll be the Voracious Vanguard! Hey ho!
Just show me the way.
How about that, guys? How about that? We went from the hardest blade to fill in to the easiest. Well, okay, second hardest, but you know what I mean.
I see, indeed.
Everyone can sleep a bit easier now.
I have it written in my notes to ask, remember Pyra? But I don't know what my notes are talking about. Oh, I think that's what they call Mithra's additional blade combo coverage. Well, we're gonna take this Pyra into the kitchen. We could make a couple of pan-fried Tataris. We need to get her cooking total up. We're free to do this on our own time because her affinity chart is very kind, allowing for previous instances to still count toward the total. So any food items that we make now will count toward that additional 25 items that we have to make over cooking level 2. There are rewards for filling in a blade's affinity chart completely, so this is actually important to making Pyra stronger. And again, there are valid times that you would want to use her, my joking aside. Just wanted to include this because we're coming up on her level 5s, and it would be good to get a head start on this if you've got the ingredients.
Learning feels good. I am awake!
Barry's grown too. There are so many fishies I still want to meet.
Well, that's multiple blades made stronger. One of them made quite a bit stronger, in fact. We've gotten to know Boreas quite well today. And I am pleased to say that next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going back to Fonset Village and continuing our travels through the Letherian Archipelago. See you guys then!